Smartphones, a very essential part of our daily lives. We have the high-end, the mid-range and the budget smartphones. But it seems like everywhere you look, smartphones are getting just too expensive nowadays. So what's the cause of all this? Let's find out. Cost of production. Apart from companies like Samsung and Apple makes its own Bionic chip and Samsung makes its own Exynos chip. Some other companies might have to source their chips from other companies that specialize in making these chips. For example, you have Qualcomm which makes the Snapdragon, and then MediaTek which makes the MediaTek Dimensity. So the cost of getting these chips, and also keep in mind that other components are needed to make a phone work. You have your camera system, you have your speakers, and even the displays. Some displays are very, very expensive and the cost has to be taken care of. So the cost of production is something that you have to keep in mind. Inflation and exchange rate. Now, I'm not an economics student, but I know that inflation is the general increase or rise in price of items, and then the decrease in purchasing power of money or the purchasing value of money. And according to Google, exchange rate of a country's currency is a comparison between that country's currency with another country's currency. So in other words, how many dollars will I have to give you to give me a naira, or how many naira would I have to give you to give me $1? So the exchange rate of a country would usually depend on the economic situation of that country. If the economic situation is good, then the exchange rate will be palatable for that country. So it might seem that a smartphone is expensive in your own country, but the truth is that your country's currency is just too weak to afford that kind of phone. Phones are getting better and powerful. Now, 3 to 4 years ago, I could not do what I can with my smartphone now. For example, this video was shot, was edited, and was uploaded to YouTube using a smartphone. Yeah, this is a smartphone. Now, the features that make our smartphone better nowadays are numerous. But to mention, we have better cameras now. We have better displays. We have better operating systems. So these actually cost more to make. So the more features your phone has, or the more groundbreaking features your phone has, the more expensive it is likely going to be. That is the simple reason why a flagship phone will usually or always be more expensive than a budget or even a mid-range phone. Now, because phones are getting better and more powerful, people start to use phones for longer. For example, Apple offers 5 years of software updates and I think around 6 years of security updates. So it means that someone who has an iPhone 10 might still get updates with the same person who has an iPhone 13. So if I didn't have money to purchase that iPhone 13, I would rather stick with my iPhone 10 because I know that the OS will be the same and it will still run as good as the iPhone 13. The only reason why I would change the phone to an iPhone 13 will be because I want a better camera or want overall added features from the iPhone 13. So we conclude that the cost of production or the components of the phone, the change in exchange rates and also inflation, the fact that people are using their phones for longer, and also that phones are getting better and powerful, all contribute as the factors that make phones expensive. So yeah, tell me what you think about this video. I'll be dropping another video very soon. Please don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in my next video.